Okay, good evening. It is now 1:05. It's late at night. It's been a long day. We've had the wedding reception today, which went really well. Due to the cyclone that's been in the area, we've had to move it indoors. But that didn't put anybody off, and we've had good fun. Today, actually, it's been very hot. This morning I took a walk down to the town centre. Well, it wasn't really much of a town centre, some shacks and a few shops selling bananas and shoes and a bit of hot food. And just walking down the street, it was so warm, you were just sweating like anything. So that's kind of the end of the week where we've been working a lot on the wedding, and we're beginning to look now ahead to when I go to the project. But this weekend I've met a couple, and they're called David and Nimi. And they live in the middle of nowhere really, in quite a basic house. And David started off his life as a beggar in Chennai. He showed me the pot that he used to beg from, but he worked hard at school, he tried his best, and he managed to get himself a good education and qualified as a physio. And in amongst all that, he actually became a Christian as well, and that's really transformed his life. And now, him and his wife, they've got a home, and they've got 9 kids living there, I believe. They've got a few of their own, a couple that are theirs, and the rest are children that they've taken in that have been in difficult situations, particularly with their parents. So there's one boy that they had at age of 4, both his mum and dad died, and this 4-year-old was left to look after Gran, and that included all her toiletries and that kind of stuff. I don't know how many 4-year-olds would be able to do that. So the village rang them and said, would they take the child in and take him as their own? So the village looked after Gran, and the boy came to stay. And he's grown up into a nice lad, going to school every day now, and that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for them. And the amazing thing about this couple is that they don't get any money from the government. They don't have a website, they don't send out prayer letters or letters asking for money. They ask for no money at all. All the food that they get comes because people give. You know, one day David was making a cup of tea and there was no sugar, and believe me, they have about 7 spoons of sugar in their coffee and tea. So he made the drink, there was no sugar. As he finished the brew, there was a knock on the door. And there at the door was a woman with a great big bag of sugar for the family. They've got this book, and every day there's at least three things come where people are given things. It could be DVD players or simple biscuits or ice creams. They're completely trusting in God that He's going to provide for them. They're a really amazing couple. You can see some pictures of their family online. They've got beautiful children. Just like normal children, they fight, they fall out, they struggle with school sometimes. But because of David and Nimi, they've got a bit of hope, which is amazing, because they've given up so much to do that. So I spent the night there. The kids just sleep on a stone marble floor, just a little mat, no mattress, and a simple blanket over their heads. But they're so happy, there's so much joy there, and they just love David and Nimi for rescuing them from their difficult situations, really inspiring people. So I went up to the wedding in Pune, which was a 21-hour train trip through the night, which was quite an experience. And there's no time to tell you this evening about what I saw, what went on, the beggars with missing limbs, all the number of things being sold, and really unusual things you just don't see in England. And maybe I'll tell you all those when I get home. We've come back, and like I say, the wedding reception's today. Some people are going back to England already as I speak. So tomorrow I'm off to Chennai. I'm going to start to find out where I'm going to be staying for the project, get my bearings, find out how I'm going to get around, and just really getting myself ready, thinking about Monday when I start work. So keep up to date. Keep logging in. I'm putting a lot of stuff on Facebook if you're following me there. Lots of little updates. But keep thinking about these situations that I'm talking about. You know, how's that going to change our lives? Do we just listen to them and say that's a nice story? Or maybe it could inspire us to do something similar. Even if it's just helping a bit more in the community around us in Hazel Grove and the United Kingdom. So It's late, I'm off to bed, and I'll see you later in the week.